Welcome to Quran for Humanity. Here we discuss various topics about the Quran. Since our last few videos, we are discussing what does God expect from us. So we will continue this series today. But the first important point is that why it is important to know what does God expect from us. This is very important point. So let's go over it again. There are two reasons for us to know what God expects from us, because we will stand before God to give the accounts of our actions in this life, and God will reward us as per our actions in this life. So it's really very crucial to know what God expects from us, so that we are on the right side of the equation. Life in the hereafter is eternal. We have our life of 60, 70, 80 years in this world, which will equate like 1 hour, 2 hours or few hours of a day in the hereafter. We want to be in the eternal comfort and pleasure, and we want our God pleased with us. Another important point is that once we know what does God expect from us, it will lift heavy burden from our minds, because it is not difficult at all. Rather, what He expects is easy, and we will find some pleasure and satisfaction in carrying it out. We have seen few points what does God expect from us. The most important among them, that worship Allah alone and do not associate anyone with Him as an associate, assistant or partner. Worship Him alone. Few more points we have seen, that establish prayers for His remembrance, do charity, respect parents. So we will see few more points today. The first point among them is doing justice. Allah is just, and He has promised to do justice with every human, rather every creation of His, and He expects us to do justice with each of His creation. So God expects us to do justice as a virtue. Develop it as an integral part of the character, and not just as a law, system of law, or the social law or the social system. Because God Himself is just, and He has promised to do justice with everyone, He expects us also to do the justice. So here are the verses of the Quran about justice. Indeed, Allah does not do injustice even as much as an atom's weight. While if there is a good deed, He multiplies it and gives from Himself a great reward. Chapter number 4, verse number 40. Another verse. So today, no soul will be wrong at all, and you will not be recompensed except for what you used to do. Chapter number 36, verse number 54. Another very important verse is here. O you who have believed, be persistently standing firm in justice. Witness for Allah, even if it be against yourselves or parents and relatives, whether one is rich or poor. Allah is more worthy of both, so follow not personal inclination, lest you not be just. This is very strong verse. Each and every word of this verse is very precious. We have to stand for the justice. We have to deal with justice with everyone. Even if it goes against our own self, our parents or relatives, whether they are rich or they are poor. Even if you have to go against a poor person for the sake of justice, we should do it. Because in the eyes of Allah, justice is more important. He will take care of the poverty or the weakness of the person. That's a separate aspect. But when it comes to justice, we have to go for justice. And we have to keep aside all our personal emotions or weaknesses or the greed, love for wealth, recognition, selfishness, like, dislike, friendship, enmity, and all other such factors. We have to put them aside and stand for justice. So this is very important verse. Another equally important verse is here. O you who have believed, be persistently standing firm for Allah, witnesses in justice, and do not let the hatred of a people prevent you from being just. Be just, that is nearer to righteousness, and fear Allah, and indeed Allah is fully aware of what you do. Another very strong, very important, very crucial verse. Allah says, be just, stand for the justice with firmness. Let not the hatred or the love for some people take you to the injustice. There are many events which happens with us, which creates hatred for some people, which create love for other people. And when it comes to justice, these kinds of feelings should not come in the way of justice. We have to stand for justice. We need to exercise plenty of self-control, and we have to put aside all our personal emotions like hatred or love or the friendship or enmity, and rise above all these emotions, all our desires, and we should not be taking revenge when we get the chance. Overlook what happened in the past and how much you have endured, but stand for the justice whenever it requires. Then fear Allah, because Allah is all aware of what we are doing. He knows everything we do. So fear Allah for the sake of fear and for the sake of love of Allah. Stand in the justice. So another excellent reminder for the justice. This is being given almost every Friday to the Muslim community. And here is the verse. Indeed, Allah orders justice and good conduct and giving help to relatives and forbids immorality and bad conduct and oppression. He admonishes you that perhaps you will be reminded. Chapter number 16, verse number 90. And this verse is reminded to Muslims community every Friday. So great verses for the justice. So justice is very important. This is what God expects from us. With this, we have come to the end of today's discussion. We will bring you more talks about the Quran. So keep visiting us and do not forget to subscribe our channel so that you get notification for all our new videos. If you want to read the Quran in your own language, you can download it from our website quranforhumanity.org. We have got more than 100 translations in different languages. May guidance and peace be upon entire humanity.